Okay, so last night I was woken up around 12:50, 12:40 something, and I had an experience where there was, it was like a sexual experience, but that's only because I can only relate the feelings that I had with the euphoric feeling that you have when you have an orgasm. But it was not a sexual experience. So there was this energetic something or another in front of me or on top of me, hovering above me. And the more that we merged together, the more I started to dematerialize. And I remember seeing my right hand start to disappear, and then I got scared and I woke up. And I remember waking up and not actually knowing or feeling whether or not that was a good experience or a bad experience, which that's not normally the case. Normally I'm pretty aware of what is or what I'm experiencing. Anyway, that was the dream. It was very beautiful, actually. There is some text maybe I can copy and paste into the description to help catalog the feeling, but yeah, it was a very familiar feeling, very safe, but at the same time scary, just because I couldn't perceive it in the way that I am able to here in this realm. Anyway, so I did a reading here. And the first cards that came out were Eagle, and then Spring, and then Oracle. And then the second set of cards was Utopia, the Guardians, and Adventure. So with these cards, I think of this as like, there's the Father Sky card, which has this blue background and a feather. So it says, see from a higher perspective, but I see that this is like the Father Time card or Father Sky card. So universal coming, universal energy coming, collective consciousness coming. And then Spring is see your seeds grow. So that is taking an opportunity to me, taking the leap. And then the Oracle, wait for important information. This means it's a confirmation of connecting within. And then these cards came out. So Utopia, it was how I described the interaction this morning when I was talking to a friend. And it says peace, serenity, and paradise. Well, yeah, that was certainly otherworldly, right? And so it kind of goes with this, something I'm not able to necessarily perceive in its fullness and its completeness, but and I just looked at it, 3-3. But lovely, nonetheless. And then this, when I saw the Guardians, I was originally seeing a connection between the higher realms and myself, right? But then I read the words, shielding, defense, and warning, and then watch your seeds grow, or see your seeds grow. And that gave me a little bit of a pause. And then the Adventure card was, it looks like my higher self is trying to tell me something, but innocence, play, and discovery. And with the Oracle, it's, tapping in, watching out for what could potentially be happening or is to come. Gosh, so where then do I go? So I go here, and I asked Marion, card deck, what was about the experience last night, and it says divine blueprint, self-embodiment, inspiration, and you are ready. The divine blueprint, this felt like, the way that this card looks felt like how my dream was, right? I was turning into something different, per the merging of this energy and myself, but the energy was an actual thing, yet something I couldn't perceive because it was blurry. And anyways, the picture stood out to me, and then the self-embodiment there stood out to me. And then I asked anything more that I need to know, and then this one came out, angelic ones, and then the divine guidance stood out to me. So then came the ancient ones and the time master. Now, when I was reading on Lemurians, these two cards are pretty significant. This is definitely ancient shamanism, and similar to what I know is to be, what I understand is the Pleiadians right now, the keepers of wisdom, and the time master is kind of a jumping off point, right? The getting out of the loop of time. When I asked for clarification on that, I got rebirth, which is birthing new wisdom. And then I asked for clarification on these cards, and I got the Page of Rods, which bringer of information, a gift. And then I've got the World card, which is the universe. And then I got this, which was Five of Wands. That five of Wands, and it was, I think, fighting what information could be coming through. And then clarification on, and I don't know if these should be switched. I almost think that they should, since I'm bringing it up. But the Time Master was the Page of Swords, and then the Ancient Ones was the Knight of Pentacles. And then when I asked about rebirth or clarification on rebirth, it was the Judgment, which, you know, makes sense, obviously. And then clarifying the angelic ones was the Hierophant. And then the Divine Blueprint was the Star. And then when I asked the overall message for last night, what I needed to, the overall message was this.